Yo guys, my name's GhostX and today I've got another Titanfall video, and this is going to be on a new series I'm using in coalition with my Battlefield 4 weapon guide series. So this is my Titanfall weapon guide series. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and as you can see I'm playing it on PC on ultra settings. I'm using an Nvidia GeForce GTX 760 OC to record this gameplay with Nvidia's GeForce Experience Shadow Play. So this will be a little guide that I'll be doing on every weapon in the game, just like I'm doing my Battlefield 4 series. And this is on the assault rifles first of all, and the first one there, which is the one unlocked by default, the R-101C Carbine. And I really like this gun. This is basically you run your jack of all trades weapon. It's good at pretty much everything, but not master of anything. So this weapon will definitely fulfill anyone's needs, any pilot's needs, and if you're used to using M4A1s on things like Call of Duty, then you'll be very accustomed to this weapon already. So this is the kind of weapon you're going to be using quite a lot of the time in this game. It's got your moderate power, moderate recoil, but it definitely cannot hit enemies outside of a certain distance. So you're going to be using this sort of close to medium range combat, which means if you're a very good pilot, like you're using your Titan quite a lot, then this will be a very good weapon for you, especially when you eject out of your Titan, because you can engage them enemies a bit closer with this weapon. Now the attachments I got on here I highly recommend. I believe this, in my opinion, is the best setup for this weapon. What I've got on here is a holographic sight, one-time zoom. It does have a ammo counter on it as like a bar, so you can see your ammo deplete as you're firing while aiming down the sights, which is very useful. Also on it I've got a suppressor, which I find very useful. Now here you'll see I actually activated a burn card upon death, and this burn card activates an amped R101C. I didn't get to actually use it there because I pretty much got spawn killed by a Titan, but the amped R101C does extra damage, and I find that is very useful for hitting out at longer range. Now this weapon is very capable of shooting out longer range, but because of its low recoil, but the damage fall off at that range is absolutely atrocious. You'll end up putting 2 mags into someone to kill them at that range, so you don't want to be doing that. You want to be trying to stay out of them gunfights, which is why I highly disadvise using the AOG 4x gun sight on this weapon. The AOG is basically your ACOG in this game, and I don't see the point in using them. If you've ever used an ACOG on Call of Duty, you'll know what I mean. It's just kind of pointless. This weapon shouldn't be shooting out that range anyway. You won't get kills unless you're putting a lot of bullets into them, so you want to be using either the iron sights or the hollow sight like I've got on it. Now for the suppressor, this works really well in conjunction with the cloak, which I use quite a lot in this gameplay. It is very useful to cloak and then use your suppressor, because enemies don't know where you are, and you can keep your stealth even when you lose your cloak from shooting. And to remove enemies' cloaks and try and sniff out other stealthy players, I've got arc grenades on as my ordnance, which basically is your EMP grenade. It stuns enemies, and it does a moderate amount of damage as well, so it's not as powerful as the frags, but it'll definitely do the job. Now in terms of anti-Titan weaponry, I've got the mag launcher, which is really useful as the newest weapon I've unlocked, and I think it is really good at taking out Titans. You'll see in this gameplay I take out a few Titans with it. Now in terms of the R101C's use with Titans, it is very good at rodeo in Titans and then shooting their core. It does a moderate amount of damage. It's quite useful for doing that, but I do recommend using an SMG if that is your kind of tactic. That will probably do you better there. But for the most part, this weapon is unlocked from the start, and it can do anything you really want it to do. It's got the range to shoot out far, but you really don't want to be doing that unless the enemy is damaged, or if you've got the right sight equipped to do that. And if you're going to put a suppressor on it like I have, then definitely do not be shooting out longer ranges. That is just going to hinder you, and you're going to end up being killed because you're taking too much time to shoot people at that range. But for anything else in this weapon, it'll do it for you. Like when you're on a zipline like this weapon will do very decent damage if you can get close enough to the enemy. I found with this weapon you will be trying to get up close and personal with it because of its rated fire, and its damage will benefit you more at the closer ranges, rather than trying to deliberately go for long shots, because that's not going to work. But yeah, this is probably my favourite weapon in the game at the moment. I haven't unlocked every weapon. I am liking the look of the car SMG, which is something I hope I unlock soon. But at the moment, this is the weapon I use. It is really useful. It has got everything you need from a weapon. and it's basically your M4A1 of the future of this game. So yeah, that was my video on the R-101C Carbine, guys. Hope you enjoyed. My next one will be on the R95 SMG, I think it is. So I'll see you then. Ghost X out.